basically, we're in Chester. We come here quite a lot to do activism. We go around and we ask people questions. So hopefully we can have some really good conversations and get people thinking about why they eat animals.
Woo!
So, hi guys, the first question we're asking people today is, what does Christmas mean to you?
Family more than anything. Like, yeah, because like when all family comes together and like, yeah, it's like that time of the year when everyone's together more than anything, yeah.
So what does Christmas mean to you?
Right, it's time for family and time out of work and special time. It's just different to normal life.
Yeah, so kind of time to be with your family and enjoy each other's company and like be nice to each other and be happy.
Yeah, I mean if you can, but I just think it's a step out of normal life.
It's just a nice way to like catch up with family and just have fun.
Yeah, so it's all about being with your family and be happy together and, you know, be nice to each other. Yeah. So something that's been coming up a lot is pets.
Okay.
Do you have any pets and do you have any sort of like traditions around what, like if you get presents and stuff and that kind of thing?
I have 2 dogs and we always bring the bowls. They don't sit at the table, but we always bring their bowls into the dining room table so that they can have Christmas dinner. They have a whole Christmas dinner.
Yeah, so I guess they benefit from Christmas in a sense then.
Yes, I guess so, yeah.
I've got a dog and 3 cats. So, well, we've actually bought a present for the dog and my mum's wrapped it up and put one of her biscuits in with it so she knows which one it is because she likes unwrapping her own presents.
Yeah, so I guess in that sense, dogs and cats kind of benefit from Christmas just like we do then, don't they, really?
I guess so, yeah.
So what about other animals? Do you think there's any other animals maybe affected by Christmas other than cats and dogs?
The ones you kill for your Christmas dinner.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true,
I guess.
Isn't like reindeers and like moles and that?
Yeah.
I reckon that's pretty bad though. Like showing them off to people like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
They don't really have a choice.
Do you think any other animals are affected by Christmas time?
You mean not pets, just in general?
Yeah, broad or any other animals you can think of?
Probably turkeys. It's a bit rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah. No, that's a good point. I guess it is. Like, so I guess they don't benefit very well from. They're sort of at a disadvantage at Christmas time, aren't they?
Yeah, I haven't thought about other animals at Christmas time, but yeah.
What about, say, Christmas dinner? Like, what do you guys eat?
Oh, there's a lot of meat at our Christmas table. We have beef, gammon, turkey and chicken on our Christmas table because everyone comes together, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a lot of food.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really bother me, but I don't really eat meat. I don't not eat meat because I don't like the whole killing it, but I don't know, it doesn't really make me feel anything. It's just part of normality, I guess.
Yeah. Do you think it's weird how, you know, we love dogs at Christmas, but then maybe we treat those animals differently, like the animals from farming?
Oh yeah, I never thought about that because there's a big controversy about how much meat we do eat at Christmas because it is a big part of Christmas because it's always been Christmas turkey. Yeah. But yeah, you'll feed your Christmas turkey to the dog.
Yeah. Do you think there's much of a difference between, say, a dog and a turkey? What do you think the differences are?
It's the response. I think anything that responds to you, they look at you in your eyes and they respond to you, then I think it's difficult to treat them badly. Yeah.
So do you think, say, turkeys or pigs or chickens, they could like sort of respond to you?
I think pigs can respond, but probably not turkeys.
Right.
I don't know. I think if you feed them, they'll rush up to you. I don't know. I mean, I won't kill one, but I'll eat one.
I feel like everybody knows dogs, and like the reputation of dogs has been to be man's best friend and that. So it just goes towards that, and the dogs are just known to be loved by everyone. And pigs they're just in farms getting caught up in that.
Do you think in other cultures where they sort of eat dogs, like in Asia?
Yes.
Or do you think that's a moral issue?
No, I don't. I think it's how you treat them. So if you eat them, but if you're cruel up to that point, then it's an issue.
So if they're
the fact that they're a dog, or if you eat a horse, I don't think it makes any difference. They're just animals to eat, but it's how you treat them beforehand. So
So you mean if it was like sort of humanely treated and humanely killed?
Oh yeah. I'd probably think it's not, but that would be the issue for me, not the fact that it's a dog.
Right. Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Like, to you, what the word humane means?
Respect, pain-free, providing their needs if they don't have them.
Yeah. So, do you think we can sort of respectfully kill an animal?
Yes, I do think you can. Yeah. I wouldn't do it, but I think you can.
What do you think about other cultures, like, you know, in parts of Asia where they eat dogs? Would you say you're against that?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I know that sounds really bad because I'm not against people eating pigs, but I think it's because I've got 4 dogs and I've grown up around dogs my whole life. I think it's more people who've grown up around them and like have known to love them and known to have them as a household pet more than anything is. That's why it's bad. Like, it's just, I wouldn't ever dream of eating a dog or being in a place where people will eat dogs ever.
If we think of like maybe in parts of Asia where they eat dog, for example.
Well, that I'm completely against, obviously, because I have a pet dog.
I think it is because we've grown up eating one animal, like eating pig since the start of it all. Like eating pig and eating chicken and eating all this, because that's what, it's not that they're there for, like, yeah, they can feel stuff the way we can, but it's just, it's what we've known to do. We've not been known to eat dog. It's pig or chicken or beef.
Yeah, but like they're against people eating beef and some are against people eating pork. So like really we can't judge them because we do things that they frown upon. So it's part of their tradition and their culture. So if that's what keeps them happy, then...
Yeah. Would you say it was fair for the dogs there, though?
Well, it's part of their normal culture. So to them, eating a dog as part of their meal is nothing like new. It's normal for them. Whereas if they were to do it over in this country, then it would be a completely different story, and people would be a bit more like, oh, that's a bit like cruel to kill a dog. But over in their countries, like, there's nothing wrong with it, I would say.
So what do you think a humane killing would look like?
So I think humane killing would be a kind of, well, I guess the bolt to the head and then whatever they do. But I think the bit that I don't like is the bit beforehand when they're herding in lorries and just shoved around abattoirs and things like that. My preference, it doesn't happen, but you know, I'd like to see a lorry coming round to farms and just herding them in and doing it that way, really, than this transporting and
So do you think you'd be able to sort of humanely bolt gun, say, a pig in the head?
Could I?
Yeah.
No way.
But if it's humane and respectful,
Still
compassionate, why do you think that is?
I just can't kill things. I just couldn't kill anything. And even if somebody said to me, you know, it's an agony, put it out of its misery, I would still struggle to do that. Yeah.
Do you think it's morally acceptable?
Yeah, I think we've grown up where everyone, like, there's vegetarianism and veganism who are entirely against it, and I accept people like that, but I wouldn't myself go vegetarian.
I mean, I'm not a vegetarian, so I can't really say it's immoral. I just couldn't do it myself personally.
Do you think...
Squeamish.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just something that we're so used to, and it's not as though anything like a single person's going to do is going to change anything.
Yeah. Do you think it's morally acceptable?
No, not at all. I don't know. With the vegan situation, I feel like some people do it just because they think it's going to stop it all. But I just feel like no matter how many people do it, there's always going to be that one person who's going to be eating meat, and they're not going to stop it because of all the money they get off it. Yeah. And everyone's known around to eating it. So I just don't feel like it's going to stop.
You're going to get killed anyway.
Well, do you think maybe with like supply and demand, so whenever we buy a product, we're basically voting for it, we're asking for more. So that's why you see different products popping up in supermarkets, because when people buy things, they make more of it. And when we stop buying things, we don't make more of it. In other parts of the world where people are brought up in cultures where, you know, they harm children or harm other humans, do you think because they've always done it, does that make it okay?
No, it doesn't make it okay, but I think it's cultures, it's the way people are brought up, it's different places around the world. Like, they might think over here that it's wrong for us to eat pig, and we think it's wrong, and that'll always be there, but it won't, not saying that it won't change, but it'll be a struggle to change it because of the way it's accepted. Like at Christmas time when everyone eats all this meat, I think that's how, because we've been doing it for so long.
It's such a big part of our diet that you're not going to get the whole nation to stop eating, let's say, turkey. Like, obviously the whole supply and demand only comes in at Christmas for turkey, whereas throughout the year you wouldn't normally buy it. But I don't think you'd change that because it's a tradition now. Like, it's just part of a Christmas tradition.
It is a tradition.
Everybody eats turkey at Christmas, whether you like it or not. You eat it.
You feel that it's not morally acceptable to harm a dog, right?
Yeah.
But it is morally acceptable to harm a pig.
Oh, it sounds really horrible thinking about it.
Although to us it's morally wrong to eat a dog, over there, as I said, it's not. So I don't see why we should find it morally wrong when it doesn't affect us.
Do you think that when you think about injustices, should we look from maybe the victim's point of view, or should we look at our point of view, or other people's in different countries' point of view, or should we,
Victims.
Victims?
Yeah.
What do you think?
The victims.
Do you think you can think of any other scenarios in our history where the law has been letting us do something that could be immoral?
Well, I mean, I think probably the time I don't believe in capital punishment. So when we used to kill people for doing something wrong, then I wouldn't agree with that.
Maybe things like slavery, when slavery was legal.
Oh yes.
Yeah, didn't make it moral.
Oh no. Slavery and war. War is, you're killing people. Why do you do that? Why? What on earth for?
Yeah. Do you think that from the victim's point of view it's wrong, regardless of whether it's okay for the people, eating them?
Yes and no. A lot of the time they're bred to be eaten, so it's not as if it's just a house pet and you've decided, oh, I'm a bit peckish.
Yeah.
Why not cook the dog?
Yeah.
They're usually bred for a reason.
I reckon they need to learn about it more of the population. Just then they'll be all right.
I do like sausage and bacon in the morning. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna stop eating meat just because it's a pig. Yeah. If that makes sense. I know that sounds really horrible.
So do you think getting pleasure from doing something can morally justify it?
No.
So if someone said to you, oh, but I'm going to kill a dog because I enjoy killing a dog, would that be okay?
Not if you enjoy. Just killing a pig and leaving it there. You're going to get nothing out of it. That's just wrong.
Okay.
That's completely wrong. But because we're eating it and it's such a big accepted thing to eat pig, you can go to a restaurant and order a gammon steak. You can do that.
So would you say it's wrong to just kill a pig and leave it there because it's an unnecessary thing?
Yeah, it's an unnecessary death.
Yeah.
But eating pig as well, people could argue that it's unnecessary for the pig to be killed in the first place.
It's just part of normality to us, but on a bigger scale it's not really fair, but it's just something that we're used to. Slavery
took 400 years to abolish. Do you think people could have said at the same time back then, this is normal, this is what everyone does, it's just normality and it's the culture?
Most likely. It's probably what they thought. That's what they grew up with. It's what was surrounding them. So it was part of their normal day-to-day life. So to them, at that point in time, it would have been normality.
So what do you think the difference is that would justify it being humane to do it to a human, but inhumane to do it to a human, and humane to do it to a pig? What's the difference between us?
Developed brain, I would say, the communication, and the fact it's against the law. We just don't kill people. It's difficult to define what's the difference between a pig and a person.
Do you think that justifies it?
Yeah, I'm going to go home and be a vegetarian.
It's so sort of integrated into what we eat, and there's not many other options. If you stopped eating meat, say, because you disagreed with the cultural sort of side of it and things like that, you're not left with many options then of what you could eat. So I think if they introduced more things like that, then I definitely think it's something more people would consider doing.
Yeah. I mean, there are lots of different mock meats. You can get vegan sausages, vegan chicken, and you can get lots of sort of whole foods like rice and beans and lentils. I mean, maybe if you looked into it and you were to see there were lots of options, would that sort of change your viewing on it?
Again, it's a bit of a yes and no, because I have tried sort of the fake meats and things, and I've not been a huge fan of them, and I'm quite a fussy eater, which is what makes it a bit more difficult. I don't think it is something that we should be doing, but I don't think that without the government on our side, it's something that we could change, and a lot of it is down to laws and things like that, and if it's not illegal, then people aren't going to stop doing it.
But I guess someone back in times of slavery could have said to you, well, it's legal.
Okay, so the legal argument isn't right. Yeah, you're right. But
also, with communication, some humans can't communicate. So if it's the communication that makes it acceptable.
True. Yes, that's true. Yeah, so they still have rights even if you can't communicate. Yeah, no,
so
that's right.
Can you think of any other sort of differences?
No.
It's difficult because
it is really
we never think about this, do we?
No, it is really difficult. So what would it be? Maybe it's a basic thing for looking after your own kind, but then you get people that don't do that, don't you? So
yeah, and I guess that's kind of saying if you're in my group, I'll look after you. But if you're not, I mean, people could say the same thing with things like racism or sexism, couldn't they?
it could do. I mean, it's down to the individual, because I just can't imagine being like that to anybody. As I say, I can't kill a pig, or I couldn't kill anything.
No.
So
Okay. If you had to, say, kill the pig yourself, do you think you'd be able to do it?
No, I don't think I could kill something just to eat. I don't think I could kill something at all.
No. Why not?
Because yes, I'd eat it. I'd go and buy it, but it's taking a life. That makes sense. Like from my own hand, like taking it myself. I think that's wrong more than anything.
Why do you think it's wrong to take a life?
Because it's been given. It's not my. It wasn't my choice to give it to them, and it's not my right to take it away from them.
Yeah, I guess their life doesn't belong to you in a way.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's down to like personal preference and what you like to eat, because a lot of people might not like rice and beans and things as sort of supplements for meat and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the thing is, I guess you could say, should we have the personal choice when it takes away others' choices? So should it be our personal choice to harm others, or could you say that's it's immoral? We shouldn't be having the choice to harm others. We take away people's choice to hurt humans.
Yeah.
We take away people's choice to hurt dogs and cats. So should we have the choice to hurt a pig, hurt a chicken, hurt a cow, that kind of thing?
I mean, like, I get it from a point of, you don't want to do it because it is morally wrong to kill an animal to keep you going. But it's also, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I get that it's wrong, but I also see why people do it, and I see why we eat meat and things like that. But I don't know.
So you'd say that you're against it. You'd say you have the value that you're against animal cruelty and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So would you say that perhaps your behaviour isn't in line with your value?
I reckon I would kill a pig to benefit other people. I'd say more towards like that. I feel like that's what they're sort of doing, because they've got it all under control where they can just do that and it's going to benefit. They're just going to breed and breed and breed.
Do you think it's benefiting people in terms of their health to eat pork?
Not too sure on the facts around that, but
So processed meat, like bacon and that kind of thing, and sausages, that's a group 1 carcinogen according to the World Health Organization. So it's the same category as cigarettes and asbestos and that kind of thing. Do you think because everyone does it, that makes it okay? I mean, can we think in our past to maybe things that everyone did, things like slavery took 400 years to abolish? Do you think that was okay because everyone did it?
No, it wasn't okay. I think it was what everyone was doing, and so people followed everyone else like sheep more than anything.
Yeah. Do you think if you knew when you were younger what was going on, do you think you would have chosen to start eating animals?
It would depend then on what my parents did, because as a child, obviously, you're influenced quite a bit by your parents and you tend to do what they do. So if they ate meat, then if I had the choice, then I would probably eat meat as well, because I would have thought that it was the normal thing to do.
Most people, I would say, don't think they have feelings towards what's going on, but it's just going in so much, thousands and millions of pigs and that are getting killed, just like that, just for no reason. And just, I don't know, people aren't really educated in that, so they just think it's okay. And then parents are just saying, oh, you can eat this and it's fine, and all like that, and they need to be educated on this.
It's just something that has always been in my life, and it's never been not part of it, so I've never experienced life without it, which is kind of probably why I do it.
I'm exactly the same. I mean, you never kind of choose to start eating animals.
Yeah.
You just always do it, don't you? Because your parents gave it to you and that's what you do. But in that sense, it's kind of strange, isn't it? Because we don't really make the choice, do we?
Yeah. Well, no, it's like you can make the choice to be vegetarian, but you don't really make the choice to eat meat.
But even when you're a baby, you get given jars of roast pudding. Not roast pudding, roast dinner.
Yeah. And I guess we don't really understand the process of it. We don't really understand when we start eating as a kid. We don't know where it's coming from. We don't know how they're bred, how they're killed, how the animal's treated.
That's kept from us because they know of the harsh reality of how they're actually killed.
Yeah.
So they try and sort of hide you away from all of that.
Do you think there is a humane way to kill an animal that doesn't want to die?
No. It's like asking, is there a humane way to kill a human? They've still got a life. It's not humane to kill anything.
Do you think in sort of other contexts of other sort of moral issues we could have humane? So, for example, rather than humane killing, if we swapped it to humane rape, humane abuse of a child, do you think that's possible?
No, I don't know.
So even if, say, someone was unconscious and stunned or whatever, there's no suffering, You
Oh
can't-
no. And I don't think animals and people are the same.
No.
So that's the difference.
No.
Like if you stunned a person and then killed them, it's not humane.
Right.
So
No, even though they don't feel anything and it's like
yeah.
respectful.
No, it's
Okay.
still not.
So I mean,
ethical.
do you think we need to eat animals to survive?
I don't think we need to, no, because like people who are vegans, they don't eat anything to do with animals, and they're living fine.
So would you say both scenarios are unnecessary then? Killing the pig and eating it, or killing the dog and eating it, or just killing the pig and leaving it? They're all unnecessary.
Yeah, they're all unnecessary. You're not needing them 100%.
Eating meat is, of course, sort of agreeing that it's okay to kill animals, and they're not exactly killed in the most pleasant of ways. They're, quite cruel, and the way they're bred is really cruel as well. So, in a sense, what I'm doing is contradictory to what I believe with other animals. And it is something I could change if I chose to. It's just something that I haven't chosen to do as of yet.
Like if I was on an island on my own and I had the choice between plants and the pig, let's say, I wouldn't kill the pig because I couldn't do it off my own bare hands.
Sure. Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. And do you think? I guess if you think about it, we are on an island,
Yeah.
and there is a choice between eating a plant and eating an animal. So
I think it's because it's done for us. Like we can go to the shop and buy 6 packets of bacon if we wanted to, but it's because it's done for us and it's there.
do you think if you can't kill the animal yourself, you should be paying someone else to do it for you?
No, but I'm not paying someone to go and kill a pig for me. It's like their job to do it. Like it's what they're being paid for.
But I guess it's sort of supply and demand, isn't it? If people didn't pay for the products, they wouldn't. They wouldn't have the job anymore because no one would have it to sell to anyone. What ways are we similar?
Are we similar? Well, we have the same basic needs. So there's one thing, and we're probably, we're all animals, aren't we?
Yeah. So what do you think?
I would like to think that we've evolved a bit more. Yeah.
Right, so my last question to you.
Okay, right.
I promise it's the last one.
No, that's all
It's
right.
cold. The last.
I'm gonna go home thinking about this now.
So if you had the choice between hurting humans, hurting animals, or hurting neither, which do you think is a better option, and which would you choose?
Hurting neither. I couldn't kill a pig and I couldn't hurt a human. I wouldn't do neither. I couldn't.
So the last question is, if you could live a life where you kill humans, animals, or neither, which would you choose?
Animals, humans, or neither? I probably would say neither, but I'm just weak, so I do eat meat.
Yeah, I would prefer not to do either, but I feel like we're all hurting each other, like in either way, slowly and that. Just slowly hurting each other. I just said that it's like it's on the same level as asbestos and that. It's hurting each other, and I don't think it's gonna end.
If you could choose between killing animals, killing humans, or killing neither, which would you choose?
Killing neither.